The next point of this video, or our second unit, epidemiology, is epidemiology of the typhoid. Typhoid is caused by Salmonella typhi bacteria. This bacteria is observed in this slide, causes the typhoid. There are different serotypes of Salmonella which are causing disease to human being. The Salmonella typhi, Salmonella paratyphi A, Salmonella paratyphi B, and Salmonella paratyphi C. All these bacteria are causative agents and they cause the typhoid through contaminated water, food, etc. Typhoid is an infectious bacterial disease that mainly spread through contaminated food or water. It can also spread through poor hygienic conditions. Means when there is a poor hygienic condition, that is cleanliness is not present, at that time contamination is possible. The major symptoms of this disease are characterized by high fever, loss of appetite, diarrhea, etc. Salmonella typhi is bacterium responsible for this disease and humans are the only carriers. The first case of typhoid fever was reported in United States in early 19th century. Overall, about 21 million people are infected with this disease annually and about 2 lakh cases are fatal. Furthermore, scientists have identified two types of typhoid causing bacterium, namely ST1 and ST2. Susceptibility and causes. Susceptibility is increased in individuals with a gastric alcoholhydria and HIV positive people. That is, the weak people having a weak immunity, they have the many diseases. Out of that, one is typhoid. The Salmonella enterica serotype typhi is a causative agent for this disease. It is gram-negative bacteria characterized by thin cell wall and an outer membrane. It is rod shaped, grows in a small intestine of human body. Human beings are the main hosts of these bacteria. This type of species can survive in environments which are rich in oxygen, and also they are found in sewage water bodies. It spreads in human body. The bacteria enter the human body through the contaminated food and water, where it then enter into the intestinal cell of the human body. Later, it passes through the bloodstream and destroys the lymphatic system and spreads throughout the body. This bacterium is mainly carried by WBCs, white blood cells, present in the liver and also the bone marrow. There they multiply and re-enter the blood cells, which in turn causes number of symptoms to appear in later stages. The communicability period of this bacteria is nearly 1 week. The first symptoms of typhoid typically begin to show up after an 8 to 14 day incubation period. Incubation period means after infection, the appearance of symptoms are after 8 to 14 days. However, the infective dose and the person's inherent immunity can cause the incubation period to vary. Means it depends upon, or it is vertical proportion to the time period required for this contamination. The disease is communicable for as long as the patient excretes, usually after the first week of illness. Means it is present in the body, multiplies and communicate to other or infect the other via fecal matter after the first week of illness. 10% of untreated cases will excrete bacteria for 3 months after infection. 2 to 5% of all cases become carriers. Carriers means they carry the bacteria but there is no diseased condition. Humans are the only source of bacteria. No animal or environmental reservoir has been identified. Typhoid and paratyphoid fever are acquired through consumption of water or food contaminated by feces of acutely infected, chronic asymptomatic carrier, etc. Risk for infection is high in low and middle income countries with endemic disease and poor access to safe food, water and sanitation. Flies can transfer the pathogen to food and water as well as from food water to the human body. Transmission through sexual contact, especially among men who have sex with men, has a documented rarely. Symptoms of this disease are as follows. The common symptoms are chill, high fever, skin rashes, weight loss, muscle aches, stomach pain, ulcers, sweating, weakness, dehydration, constipation, loss of appetite, severe headache, etc. But in severe cases, the next condition, that is coma or hallucinations, are also possible. It also shows extremely swollen abdomen. These symptoms or the clinical features are observed after infection, and if untreated, patient can be go into coma. Complicated disease, because after treatment also some human beings face these complications. Patient become a delirious, may progress to coma, means hallucination may be developed. The patient lie motionless and exhausted with your eyes half closed in what's known as a typhoid state. Intestinal perforations are also found in such cases. These are the infected patients. Next one is typhoid carriers. Even after antibiotic treatment, a small number of people who recover from the typhoid fever and continue to harbor the bacteria. These people, known as chronic carriers, no longer have signs of symptoms of disease themselves. However, they still shed the bacteria in their feces and are capable of infecting the others. These are the carriers which are most harmful than the patients. And the next part, that is the treatment or the next part is its testing methods is seen in a next video.